Spend the day with family and friends, just catching up, playing games, and settling in for a big turkey dinner. This may sound weird, but my favorite part of a big turkey dinner is the gravy. I pour it on my turkey, potatoes, stuffing, and there's always plenty of day with family and friends, just catching up, playing games, and whether you prefer classic white.
The following is a presentation of WCMP Sports, local sports.
That's the 25 to the 20 to the 15. He's going to high step into the end zone. Touchdown!
Here, wide receivers split each side.
He's still going into the end zone.
East Central Minnesota, the action starts now. To bring you the call, here's Ethan Game Day Gilman.
And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman, and I'll be bringing you the action from the XL Energy Center for this Class 2A state tournament matchup between your Rush City Tigers and the Annandale Cardinals. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. 106.5 FM, AM 1350, of course, also at WCMPradio.com. Hi again, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. I'll be bringing you all the action from this Class 2A state tournament matchup here at the XL Energy Center, where your Rush City Tigers are back for the second year in a row, taking on the Annandale Cardinals. This is going to be a good one here, folks. We're getting set to, well, we're going to get started almost right on time. We'll be a little bit late just because that game before us went a tad bit long, but we'll get started about 10 minutes late. At about 1:10, this one slated to schedule at 1 p.m. But with the timing of it all, the game before us, it went just a tad long, so we'll get started here just a little bit late than the time that it says on the schedule. But either way, the Rush City Tigers are here, and they are trying to get a victory over these Annandale Cardinals. Remember last year, unfortunately, Rush City could not win a set in the state tournament, and in fact, their first game, they lost to this very same Annandale team. And now this year, they'll be looking for a lot of revenge against the Cardinals. The Tigers come in probably with one of the best records in the state at 28-2 in all of Class 2A. They went 10-0 in their section, and they only gave up 5 sets all year long. Now remember, we talked about it in their section championship victory over Esco. They have not lost a set in over a month. You have to go all the way back to September 23rd, a tournament in which they lost their last set. They would lose those sets to Caledonia and Belle Plaine, and also one to Cannon Falls. But other than that, that is it. That's also their only 2 losses on the season were to Caledonia and Belle Plaine. So you'll look at this schedule here for Rush City. You know, the Section 7 wasn't as great as it probably could have been, but they played a lot of good teams, as like in Pine River, Bacchus, Hill, Murray, Litchfield, Rockridge, Bounds Park, Cannon Falls, again, Caledonia, Albany, and Belle Plaine. I know Albany's a pretty darn good team in the state as well. They were ranked pretty high. Also played Princeton and Hermantown, and they just ran through this schedule again, only giving up 5 sets. Those 5 sets came in that Burnsville tournament, I should say, back on September 22nd through the 23rd, when they lost 1 set to Cannon Falls, but won that match 2-1. Loss against Caledonia and Belle Plaine 2-1. Those are the only 5 sets that they have given up here this season to 2 top teams in the state. And as I talk about those 2 teams, Caledonia and Belle Plaine, unfortunately, they did not make the state tournament. Well, Belle Plaine did. Caledonia did as the number 3 seed. They will play here tonight at 7 p.m. against Concordia Academy. So, if both Rush City and Caledonia were to win this game and the next game, they'd meet up in the championship. But if they were not able to, looking at the schedule for Rush City, if they win tonight or lose, whether they win or lose, they are headed to tomorrow and will play at 5 p.m. And they will play on either court 1 or 2. We'll have to wait and find that out. So, looking at the schedule here for Rush City, win or lose here against Annandale this afternoon, they will play again tomorrow at 5 p.m. They'll either be playing on court 1 in the winner's bracket, or they'll be playing on court 2 in the consolation bracket. That's how we'll go about this one, so we'll have to wait and see how it plays out to see where everyone will be playing. But of course, we're hoping that Rush City plays at that 5 o'clock hour on court number 1 in the winner's bracket. Now, they would play, if they do win in this one, they would play the winner of Southwest Christian and Wadena Deer Creek right across from us. Well, win or lose, they'll actually play against that team. So, win or lose, they'll play against Southwest Christian or Wadena Deer Creek tomorrow at 5 p.m., and it'll either be on court 1 or 2. If it's on court 1, well, we'll be calling them in the winner's bracket. If it's on court 2, they'll get to play that game, and if they win, then they'll go to the consolation championship. The Tigers are playing a very good Annandale team, though. Annandale are winners of section number 5, and they come in with a very good record themselves. Of course, when you get to the state tournament, there are no more bad teams or iffy teams. These are all good teams. But taking a look at Annandale, they're ranked 9th in all of Class 2A. They come in with a 22-8 record, 9-2 in their own section. But again, they are the winners of that section. Now, that is a gigantic section. It's 18 teams large. And it is, I mean, it's just as good as every other section. But 18 teams large over there. And they play teams like Legacy Christian Academy, Rockford Providence Academy, Watertown Mayor. They played a ton of good teams, but Annandale comes out with a 22-8 record on the season. Taking a look at their schedule, well, one of their losses was to Legacy Christian Academy, then to Albany in the state tournament. There's a similar opponent between these two. You say, well, Rush City beat Albany in that tournament 2-0. Well, that should spell good news, but this is also the state tournament, so you just never know. They also lost to Rockford, as well as Byron and Waconia in a tournament-type setting. Then they lost to Albany once again, 3-2, and Delano, 3-0. Going into their section tournament, they beat Maple Lake and Legacy Christian both 3-0, and they were able to defeat Watertown Mayor in their section championship 3-1. So an Annandale team that is very good. I'm really excited to see kind of what they bring here today. Last year, it was a lot of height. A lot of height for that Annandale squad, and Rush City just kind of couldn't overcome that. But this year, Annandale brings back a plethora of seniors just like Rush City. Counting them out, we've got 6 of them returning for Annandale. Those seniors are Ella Unzicker, Jaden Sandquist, along with Presley Kenning, Addison Forb, Avery Nathie, and then Jada Thompson. So they do bring back some seniors here from last year's state tournament squad, but as do the Rush City Tigers. And the Tigers will be looking to get their first state tournament win here this year over the Cardinals, who beat them last year 3-0. This feels, as much as it is kind of a similar team to last year, this kind of feels like a much different Rush City team. As good as the Tigers were last year, they were great last year. Obviously, to get to the state tournament, you can't have a down year, obviously. So for them to get back here with the talent that they have, again, 8 seniors on the roster, but they bring in some younger talent as well, like Autumn Stream, Abigail Thielander. Stream's only a junior. Thielander's a freshman. They'll have both of them back for next year, and I think that'll be huge for this Rush City team to try and get back to the state tournament once again if they are able to put together a nice run. But then they've also got McKenna Garr, their libero, who has done a very good job this year, has really stepped up in her role, and just the improvement that we've seen week in and week out from this Rush City squad. You might not think, well, can they really get any better? Well, yes, and now they're at the state tournament and hoping to do just that. Of course, I had an interview with head coach Thielander after their section championship win. So we'll take a commercial break, and we'll hear that interview with head coach Thielander, and then we'll go on, get some more words from our fine sponsors, come back, talk a little bit more pregame for this Class 2A state tournament game between the Annandale Cardinals and your Rush City Tigers. Back after word from our fine sponsors, you're listening to State Tournament Volleyball on 106.5 FM AM 1350 WCMP.
Buy local, spend local. Those words mean something to us here in East Central Minnesota and the good parts of Wisconsin. Cool Country WCMP is owned by a Minnesota company, Q Media Group. Yep, we're local too. If you're considering radio or digital advertising, we'd love to help you buy local and spend local. Advertising made for Minnesota, made in Minnesota. Connect with Cool Country to spread your message. Info@q-mediagroup.com.
The holiday season is right around the corner. Share the joy of Wisconsin cheese from Burnett Dairy. They can provide you with cheese gift boxes that are perfect for your employees. So why not show your employees how much you appreciate their hard work and dedication with a gift that they're sure to love? Burnett Dairy Cheese. Order your employees' cheese gift boxes online at shop.burnettdairy.com or give them a call at 715-689-2748 for customer orders, and they can be shipped or picked up at the store.
All right, settle down. Let's call the meeting of people that complain about everything all the time and never do anything about it to order. Any complaints?
Yeah, my heating bill's too high.
Oh, yeah? Well, Bobby just bought an outdoor furnace from Central Boiler, and he eliminated his heating bill.
What about the hot water?
He eliminated that heating bill, too.
What about his shop?
He heats that, too.
I have no more complaints.
I think Central Boiler offers a solution to our complaints.
Save money on your cooling and heating bills. Visit northlandboilersales.com, your local Central Boiler sales dealer.
Game Day Gilman here. I'm now with the Section 7 AA winning coach of the Rush City Tigers, Coach Thielander. First of all, congratulations on the win.
Oh, thank you. These girls, they earned it. They had quite a season, and it really showed in the end. They came out and played well.
And that first set was pretty close. The second set kind of a little bit more lopsided to your side, but this third set was back and forth. What was the message to the team there in that third set?
It was go out there and take care of the ball. First contact. Always focus on our serve, focus on our first pass, and just staying where our feet are, right? Be present in the moment, because, there's a lot of things probably floating through their young minds, and we tried to focus on just staying right here in the moment.
And how hard is that, knowing that you're up 2-0 with those players out on the court, trying to make sure that they're concentrating just on what's in front of them?
Well, the key for us was the senior leadership and underclassmen leadership too. All those kids have been in pressure situations, from playing in a state tournament to playing in some big time tournaments. That really was crucial for them in the moment in that third set.
Absolutely. Now you're headed back to the state tournament for a second year in a row. How much confidence does this team have going back to the state tournament, knowing that they were there last year and got that experience?
I think since that last loss last year against Pipestone, it has been on their mind since then, beginning of November. They're ready for it. They want an opportunity again, and they're confident in their abilities, and they want to go show it.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, thank you so much for taking time to do this interview. It's greatly appreciated, and good luck at state.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer, that signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on-site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Want to make some extra money this holiday season? Then join Burnett Dairy Cooperative's Cheese Store Holiday Crew. They're looking for temporary employees to assist with gift box orders from October 1st through January 6th. This position is scheduled Sunday through Thursday from 12 to 8 p.m. with an hourly rate of $14 per hour and an end-of-the-season retention bonus. Call 715-689-2170 or apply online at burnettdairy.com and click on Careers.
With Bad Boy's patented Easy Ride and Gen 2 independent suspension, heavy-duty American-made steel construction, and legendary muscle, there's no mower that brings more comfort, durability, power, and value to mowing pros and homeowners than a Bad Boy mower. Mow with an attitude. It's the driving force behind every mower we build in the good old USA. Our promise to lead the industry in innovation and performance. Available only at Stan's Equipment Center in Pine City. Mow with an attitude.
Back here on 106.5 FM, AM 1350, WCMPradio.com. We're at the XL Energy Center here this afternoon for this state Class 2A tournament matchup between your Rush City Tigers and the Annandale Cardinals. This will be a great matchup here. These two teams, it's a rematch of the first round from last year's state tournament. These two teams played, and the Cardinals were able to get the victory over the Tigers 3-0, but it's a much different team than last year for both squads, but Rush City comes in having only lost two matches, only lost 5 sets on the year. It's a very good Tiger team, and I expect to see a very close match between the Cardinals and the Tigers. I think it's going to I think it's going to be a back-and-forth match. I think we could go all 5 here in this one, but we'll have to wait and see as these two are still warming up. Of course, you'll hear something in the background, whistles, announcements, because we have 2 courts at the XL Energy Center. On the west side, it is court number 1. That's Wadena Deer Creek, a random draw, and then Southwest Christian Academy, the number 1 seed over there on court number 1, going to battle here. On this side, on the east side, we are court number 2. That is home to the Rush City Tigers and the Annandale Cardinals. Again, I want a huge thank you to Coach Thielander for taking that time to do that interview right after his section championship win. There's a lot of emotions running through the head of players and coaches at that time, and for him to take time to do that interview, it is greatly appreciated. We appreciate him doing that. I know even had a preseason interview with him, so I thank so much to him and the AD, Lee Rood, who is here. Mr. Rood has set me up and WCMP and our other broadcasters up all year long with a spot to sit up at Rush City High School. He's always had us set up and ready to go for those broadcasts, so we appreciate him. We've got members of the MSHSL here this evening. I see Tim Layton on the court. We've got a lot of people here. And the entire town, it seems, of Rush City has come out to support their Tiger team at this state tournament. Again, no matter what happens in this one for the Tigers, win or lose, they will play tomorrow at 5 p.m. It just depends on the court. Now, if they win this one, they'll play, again, no matter what, win or lose, they will play tomorrow at 5 p.m. But if they win, they will play on court number 1 at 5. But if they lose, they'll play in the consolation part of the bracket on court number 2. So, you win or lose, you play at 5. But if you win, you're on court number 1. If you lose, you're on court number 2 in the consolation bracket. Now, if they were to lose and then win 2 games, or win a game, then they'd be in the consolation championship back here on Saturday at 10:30. If they were to win 2 games in a row, they'd be in the state championship game on Saturday at 3 p.m. So many different ways. Also, if they win 1, lose 1, then they'll be in the 3rd place game at 1 here on Saturday. So a bunch of different outcomes that could take place. We're just excited for this one to get started to see what the Tigers can do here this afternoon against the Annandale Cardinals. Again, it has been over a month since the Tigers have last lost a set. The last time they lost one was on September 23rd, and they lost 5 sets in that matchup, in that tournament down in Burnsville. Believe it or not, that's the only 5 sets they've lost all year long. So if you're the Tigers in this one, I think one of the things that I'm watching for is if the Tigers do lose a set, how are they going to come back off of that? What is going to be their response if they were to lose a set here? Obviously, this is a state tournament. You rarely see 3-0 games. So I don't expect to see one here for Rush City as much as we would like to see a 3-0 win for the Tigers. I don't know if I see that happening. It is the state tournament. The best of the best are here, obviously. All the best 8 teams are here. So if Rush City does lose a set, I want to see how they respond and how quickly they can respond and their attitudes after losing a set. This Rush City team, like I've mentioned before, is all business. They are, once they step on the court, as soon as that whistle blows for them for the first serve, it is business, and they take care of it. And as much as we do see them have fun, they're relaxed, and they just are so confident. And I think that's one of the biggest things that you can have in a state tournament game is confidence. That's one of the biggest things and best things that you can have is just playing with confidence, knowing that, hey, I know what I can do on the court, and knowing that and trusting your ability. I think that's another underrated thing is not only having that confidence, but trusting in your abilities, trusting in what you've done all season long to be able to get it done on one of the biggest stages of the season. As we look over at court number 1, Wadena Deer Creek and Southwest Christian Academy going after it. Southwest Christian Academy leads 1-0 over there in the first set, so they're getting underway over there. And what's really cool about the state tournament is they have live stats that we can use for the tournament, so I'll be using those. I'll be referring to those quite often here. That way I don't have to try and keep stats myself. It's hard enough trying to keep stats, but now we have these live stats that we can look at, so we appreciate the MSHSL and all that they do for our local athletes and setting up these state tournaments. Thanks to the XL Energy Center for letting us be here and use this great facility, the home of the Wild, who are on the road this week, obviously because of the state tournament games here these next couple of days. And it runs through Saturday for all classes. Class single A, 2A, 3A, and 4A. It all runs and ends on Saturday. So hopefully Rush City will be on the winning side of those and can find themselves in the state championship game for Class 2A. What a journey that would be for some of these seniors just to end it like that. That would be, obviously that's the goal, but you have to get through this one here. Again, a lot of seniors returning for this Annandale Cardinal team, so some familiar faces the Tigers will see from last year's game, but I'm excited for this one. We'll take another commercial break here, word from our fine sponsors. When we come back, we should have our starting lineups announced, and then we should be set for first serve here at the XL Energy Center on court number 2 for your state tournament game in Class 2A between your Rush City Tigers and the Annandale Cardinals. Back after a word from our fine sponsors, you're listening to Volleyball on WCMP.
A duo that is perfect together. That's Dale's Heating and Appliance and Lennox. Dale's is your local Lennox dealer that's committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. With a wide assortment of options, Dale's will ensure your home's air is top quality. Call Dale's today or visit them at dalesheatingandappliance.com and ask how you can save on your next AC unit. Lennox and Dale's, the perfect duo. Dealer number E06356.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
Wellia Health is here to keep you feeling your best so you can enjoy all the things you love best. You can count on us for your eye exams, mental health services, rehabilitation, wellness exams, urgent care, and much more. At Wellia Health, our goal is to help you live life well. Let Wellia Health help you get back to your best. Give us a call today to set up an appointment. 320-679-1313. WelliaHealth.org.
Are you looking for a position where your role impacts the community around you? Then look no further than Burnett Dairy Cooperative in Grantsburg, Wisconsin. Owned by the farmers in your community, Burnett Dairy offers numerous career options with various responsibilities and growth opportunities. Positions such as CDL drivers, who work closely with our farmers, cheese production, creating award-winning cheeses, and retail store clerks making someone's day better. Visit BurnettDairy.com and click on Careers to join our herd.
106.5 FM, AM 1350. Your home for this afternoon's state tournament game for Rush City against the Annandale Cardinals. Of course, some big news for one of the members of Rush City. Lydia Bankston signed her LOI to continue her volleyball career at Bemidji State. So huge congratulations and shout out there to Lydia Bankston continuing her volleyball career up at Bemidji State. She's going to do great there, and we know it. So congratulations to her on that. The Tigers and Cardinals just about set to get after it here. I want to thank all of our fine sponsors for sponsoring this and every other broadcast that we do. Appreciate them. If it weren't for them, we wouldn't be able to come out here and call any of these games, so we appreciate them. Also, thanks to all of you who tuned in here this afternoon for this game. Appreciate that. You give me a job to do, so I appreciate that. But we're at the XL Energy Center on court number 2 for this Rush City versus Annandale matchup. And looks like we'll get our teams introduced and then our starting lineups as well, and then we'll be set for first serve. So one more commercial break, then we'll be back for first serve here at the state tournament game for the Rush City Tigers against the Annandale Cardinals. You're listening to State Tournament Volleyball on WCMP.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
Joe Keyport here, the news director for Q Media Group. Find all the local news you're looking for on the top of the hour from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday through Friday, or go to our website, WCMPradio.com.
Aw, man. Hinckley Collision.
Hell no. My new car?
Hinckley Collision is the right decision. Fender benders, major accident damage, or hail damage. Hinckley Collision is the right decision. With 24/7 towing and fast, friendly, professional service, their collision department will get you back on the road in no time. With decades of experience dealing with insurance carriers, make the call today. 320-384-7002. 320-384-7002. The new Cool Country mobile app. Local news, sports, and weather, and great country music at your fingertips. Download it in the App Store or in Google Play.
'Tis the season to share the joy of Wisconsin cheese. At Burnett Dairy Cooperative, they understand the importance of great cheese and take pride in their gift boxes. Burnett Dairy can customize gift boxes and include a nice note, and they can be shipped throughout all states except Hawaii. Who doesn't love cheese? This is the perfect gift for anyone. Order your cheese gift boxes online at shop.burnettdairy.com or give them a call, 715-689-2748 for custom orders, and they can be shipped or picked up at the store.
Hinckley Towing.
Hi, I'm on the side of the highway with a flat. Can you help me?
On the way.
Hinckley Towing?
Yep. How can we help?
We just had an accident and don't know where to bring the vehicle.
No sweat. We'll come out now and bring you back to our collision center.
Hinckley Towing. Experienced drivers, state-of-the-art trucks, and 24/7 service. For Hinckley Towing, call 320-385-4049 anytime. Hinckley Towing, 320-385-4049 anytime.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a four-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Back here on 106.5 FM, AM 1350, your starters here for this afternoon's game between the Tigers and the Annandale Cardinals in this Class 2A state tournament matchup. Starting with the Cardinals, it will be number 2, a junior, Emerson Helgett, a senior, number 3, Ella Unzicker, a junior, number 5, Sarah Lilhog, a sophomore, number 6, Carly Herms, and then a senior, number 11, Presley Kenning, and another senior, number 16, Jada Thompson. On the other side for your Rush City Tigers, it will be junior number 1, Autumn Stream, senior number 2, Cora Sayatovich, senior number 4, Lydia Bankston, senior number 5, Kayla Diedrich, senior number 7, Ella Ferry, freshman number 13, Abigail Thielander, and junior number 30, libero McKenna Garr. Tigers are wearing their blue home jerseys, their yellow stripes on the side and the sleeves, the yellow numbers and letters outlined in the white. Their libero wearing that white with the blue stripes, the blue numbers outlined in the yellow. The Cardinals will wear their black jerseys with the red stripes down the sleeve and up the side. The red letters outlined in white, red numbers rather, outlined in white letters. Their libero will wear the red jersey with the black numbers outlined in the white. We're set to get going on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics custom light force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with 3 locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. Find out more at embracemn.com. We're just about set to go here for this one, as both these teams getting ready to have this as a 4A game, a 4A consolation game. Not the case, I promise. It's a 2A game, so the Cardinals will get set to serve first. It's going to be Emerson Helgett who will serve for the Cardinals. And we are set to go here in this Class 2A state tournament matchup. And here's the serve. Helgett with the serve. It's over, dug up by Garr. It's at the net, over the net, blocked at the net there by Sayanovic. Back across by Annandale, dug up by Gar. To Sayanovic, and Bankston will push this one back. It's dug up by their libero Sandquist, hit to the net. It's right there by Bankston, and Annandale will lightly hit it across. Stream is there for the dig, and it's pushed across by Sayanovic, and Sayanovic will get the first point here for the Rush City Tigers. They'll lead 1-0. On that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, back to serve right away is Cora Sayanovic. Serve is over, and that's dug up by Kenning. Pushed across there by Thompson, dug up by Gar. Gar for the Tigers, and Sayanovic, and looking for the kill, but just a tad long there is Autumn Stream. That'll tie us up at 1 apiece. Tied at 1 here on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. And can't quite see the number. I think that's number 11, Presley Kenning, is back to serve. It's up, and it is over. Dug up by Ferry to Sayanovic. Bankston on the far side, and it's just off on the far side, out of bounds. So Bankston showing off that power early, but just a little bit to the outside where she needed it to be. And it's 2-1 Annandale. Kenning with the serve. It's up and over. Gar with the dig to Sayanovic. Sayanovic will set it up for Ferry. Off the block, it goes back to Sandquist, the libero. And they'll push it near the net. Blocked at the net by Rush City. And Tigers will get a point back there. Tied at 2. Lydia Bankston now back to serve for the blue and yellow. Head coach Thielander giving advice to his team on where to go with this serve. It is up and it is over. And that is dug up by Kenning and hit across by Sandquist. Pushed back across by Sayanovic. And Sandquist with yet another dig, looking for the kill, but off the block. Bankston back there, getting the dig. Setting it up for Ferry. Ferry with the kill! Ella Ferry gets the kill here for the Tigers, and they retake the lead 3-2. Bankston continues to serve. First set here, Tigers with the 3-2 lead. Bankston, it is up and over, dug up by Sandquist, and pushing this one across, but Bankston right there, Herms with the dig, and hit back across by Abigail Thielander. Thielander with the kill here. That's got to feel good for the freshman, for the Tigers. First of all, getting to start as a freshman on a varsity team such as Rush City is big, but playing as well as she does, that's going to play well for her career going forward. It's over, dug up by Kenning of the Cardinals, and Kenning will push this one back across. Bankston with the dig for the Tigers. Setting up for Ella Ferry off the block. Diving dig by Gar, and setting it up for Ferry once again. Off the block, it's another point here for the Tigers. Ella Ferry with another kill for Rush City. Off the block, that time it goes out of bounds. And it's 5-2. Bankston with yet another serve. This one's over, dug up by Kenning. Towards the front of the net, they'll look to hit this one over. Gar with the dig off the Jada Thompson hit. Abigail Thielander at the net. It's blocked and kept alive for a moment by Sayanovic, but it does get down out of bounds. It'll be 5-3 Tigers. Got the Annandale Cardinal fans behind me, so if you hear some cheering when the Cardinals get a point, that is why. Can't control, unfortunately, which side I set up on. Otherwise, I definitely would have set up on the Tiger side. And now the serve by Lil Hog is over and long. So a point there, a serve error for the Cardinals, and Tigers lead 6-3. Back to serve will be Autumn Stream for RCHS. Stream with the serve. It's up and it is over. Dug up by Kenning. To the front of the net looking for the kill and blocked at the net. Still a dig available. It's dug up once again by Sayanovic of the Tigers. Pushing it across was Ella Ferry. Cardinals get the dig. They'll lay it across. Ferry with the dig that time for Rush City. Setting it up for Abigail Thielander. It gets through a couple of hands. Still alive and pushed back across. Oh my goodness. Autumn Stream can't believe it. She's got to go after that one. That one was well in, just lost where she was at on the court. And that's where communication comes in. We've seen it only a couple times where communication is kind of lacking on the side of the Tigers. That time they needed to be loud because Autumn Stream let that one go, and that was well within the court of play. Serve is over, dug up by Gar on the Tigers side, setting it up now for Kayla Diedrich. Diedrich with the push across, and now the Cardinals will look for a kill. Bankston with the sliding dig, push back across here by Diedrich. And into the net, but it does get over. Sejadovic with the dig, Gar setting, and Thielander will look for the kill off a block, and it's dug up by Kenning to the front of the net once again. But Bankston's right there for the dig for the Tigers, setting it up. Ella Ferry now will look for the kill. She's got it. Ella Ferry with the kill makes it 7-4 early in this first set on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, their doctors are committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. You can start today at embracemn.com. Abigail Thielander now back to serve for the Tigers. Her serve is up, and it is over. That one is dug up by Carly Herms. And hit back across now by Alex Schuler. A diving dig by Gar. Back across the net. Bankston right there for the dig. And Sejadovic sets Ferry with the hit back across. Dug up by Kenning yet again. They'll look for the kill. And Bankston not able to catch up with that one. That'll make it 7-5. Still in favor of the Tigers. Good battle here early on in this first set between the Cardinals and Tigers. Carly Herms will be back to serve, the sophomore for the Cardinals. Serve is up, and it is into the net. A serve error there on Annandale's part, and that'll make it 8-5, Rush City. Ella Ferry back to serve now for Rush City. Her serve is over, floats a little bit, but it's dug up by Sandquist, the libero. Hit back across by Kenning, and getting the dig is Ella Ferry. Bankston wants to line this one up, and got a whistle. I did not see what happened. A whistle on Rush City, though. And I think they might have said that Bankston got into the net. Now Kenning will serve here for Annandale. A low dig for Gar, but she manages to get it. Sejadovic now. Diedrich will line this one up. Diedrich is dug up by Schuler, and now looking for the hit across is Kenning. Blocked at the net, kept alive by the Tigers on the diving dig. Bankston will lob this one over. Back across the net, and Bankston gets this one down. 9-6 now in favor of the Tigers. Good back and forth here in that point. And now it's McKenna Gar. Again, she likes that near side corner to serve from. Gar, a line drive serve is dug up by the Cardinals. They pick it up, hit it into, it was not into the net apparently, as that one does get over. Now to the Tigers, and lining this one up is Autumn Stream. Autumn Stream with the kill. Again, Autumn Stream, only a junior. She'll be back for this team next year, and that would be huge. And a timeout called here by Annandale. That'll be their first. The Tigers lead 10-6 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. They'll leave you with a smile you'll embrace forever. EmbraceMN.com. Getting our live stats here from this one in this section, or Class 2A rather. Class 2A round 1 game. Okay, they don't want to work apparently. Well, they're there, but they're not working quite yet. Well, I promise once they get going, I'll get you live stats. But it is 10-6, and if I had to guess, I'd say Ferry might be leading the Tigers in kills so far. Again, they have the big scoreboard above us that shows all about the state tournament. We've got our class members and some winners of those, and sportsmanship awards and gold and silver academic team award winners. So they don't put that above us. So for some reason the live stats not working so far. Hopefully they can get that figured out quickly. Bring you those. But now the serve back out of the timeout for Gar is up and over. Cardinals look for the kill, and it's down through some Tigers for the kill, and that'll make it 10-7. And the Tigers will roll it back over. This one, Emerson Helgett will get set to serve now for Annandale. Substitution on the Cardinals side, and Helgett with the serve. It's up and it is over. Dug up by Thielander. Sejadovic. Stream blocked at the net. Dug up by Thielander. Gar with the set. Bankston will lob it over. Push back across. And a diving dig from Ferry is just out of her reach. A nice lob there over. I believe that was Helgett there right at the front of the net who just pushed it over. And I thought maybe Bankston wanted to get a big swing on that one. Instead took a different route, just pushed it back across. I think that's a situation where she needs to go with her hammer hit. as we know she can do. Abigail Thielander with the dig off that one. Stream will push this one across, and it's dug up by the Cardinals. Great job tracking that one down by Helget. Tap back across. Gar with the dig now for the Tigers. Lobbed up for Bankston with the kill. Lydia Bankston, again, just signed her LOI yesterday to continue her volleyball career in college at Bemidji State, so congratulations there to her. It's Cora Sayadovich who will now go back to serve for Rush City. It is up and it's over. Dug up by Sandquist at the net now and tapped back over. And I think Bankston and Gar were both there, but I think Bankston wanted to get it, seen that Gar was diving after it, but I think Bankston wanted to grab it instead. Instead, it's down for an Annandale point, and now it's Presley Kenning to serve. It's up, it's over. Gar with the dig off the serve. Setting this one up for Stream, and it's a kill for Autumn Stream. 12-9 now on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. 1:23 for your time. Lydia Bankston now to serve for the Tigers. It's up, it's over, dug up by Sandquist near the front of the net. And a kill there for the Tigers. Thought it might have hit she might have hit the net, but she did not, and it's 13-9. Bankston will continue to serve for the Tigers. It's up, and it's over. Dug up by both Kenning and Sandquist at the front of the net, push back across, and Thielander right there for it. Just needs to get a better handle on that one. And it's off of her fingertips, out of bounds, so Annandale will get a point back, 13-10. And now it's Sarah Lilhog, excuse me. Serve is into the net. And I'll give a point back to the Tigers to make it 14-10. See if they don't got these live stats ready. Still not. We'll try and keep our own stats, I guess. Serve is over now from Autumn Stream. It's up and it's over. Annandale has to catch up with it. They'll just push it across. It's blocked at the net by the Tigers. And Sayadovich will get it set. Ferry into the net. She was well over top of that ball. She needed to jump a little bit sooner on that one. Just a little bit mistimed on the jump. So it's 14-11. Again, I'm on the Annandale side. I can't control it. I apologize. So if you're cheering for Cardinals, I promise it's not my fault. Either way, the serve back over. Abigail Thielander nearly got a kill, but Cardinals work it back over. That was Helget who got it back over the net, and now Ella Ferry back across with the kill attempt. Back over by Helget, dug up by Gar. And Bankston from about midway back. A light tap across, dug up by the Cardinals, back across the net. Digging it up is Ella Ferry. Now Ferry will look for the kill, into the net again. Ella Ferry, second time she's hit a ball into the net. And that's all right. Just got to make sure that gets fixed sooner than later. Serve is over, and it's dug up by Bankston. Bankston with the dig, and it's going to get down on the Tigers' side. Make it 14-13. Just a little bit off on that one. Back to serve is Alex Schuler now, a Annandale junior. Again, cannot control which side of the court I'm on. They only have the tables on one side for the broadcasters. And they serve over, dug up by the Tigers, and it's in! Abigail Thielander will get that one. Perfect spot for that one by Thielander, just back behind the back line of the Cardinals. And in. Abigail Thielander, who just got the kill, will now go back to serve for the Tigers. Her serve is up, and it is over. A low dig by the Cardinals, but they do get it up. Now, not enough on that one from Kenning. She wanted to take something off of it and give a light tap over and give something for the Tigers to try and rally at, but unfortunately took a little too much off of that one, and now it'll be 16-13 Tigers. Serve from Thielander's into the net. That one looked awkward from the get-go. So that'll make it 16-14. Not the cleanest of sets by both of these teams here in set number one. And I got to imagine that we're talking about a little bit of the nerves kind of getting out of your system. And I think in the second set we'll really start to see these two teams blossom. Ella Ferry will now look for the kill across the other way, but the Cardinals get the dig. A fingertip hit back across the net by the Cardinals. Ferry will again line this one up, but it's dug up there by Schuler, and they'll get it blocked and out of bounds. That'll make it 16-15. On that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, your customized smile journey starts with a free consultation. The team at Embrace wants to make your journey as seamless and convenient as possible with custom Life Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. Find out more at EmbraceMN.com. And that one's going to be out of bounds on the far side on the serve to make it 17-15 Tigers. Back to serve now for Rush City is going to be Ella Ferry. Her serve is up and over. Dug up that time by Carly Herms. And pushing this one across and dug up by Abigail Thielander. Unzicker with the push across. Looking for the kill was Kayla Diedrich. But right there are the Cardinals. Kenning will hit it across. Dug up by Bankston. Set by Sayadovich. Bankston will hit it back across. And it's dug up again by Kenning. They'll line it up this time. And, Ferry was there. I thought she had a chance to maybe dive after it. But again, when it goes through a couple of hands on your side, I think the mindset is, well, somebody's gonna get a hand on it and redirect it, and I think that's what caught Ferry off guard. Is no one did get a hand on it and redirect it, so that's what held her from diving. Sandquist with the serve. It's up and over. Bankston will look for the kill, and it's into the net, I believe. Actually, I think they say it was blocked, but we're tied at 17 apiece here in this Class A state tournament matchup. We'll get a timeout now called by the Rush City Tigers as we're tied at 17 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, they'll do all the insurance heavy lifting for you, and if you don't have insurance, ask about financing options. They'll find a plan to fit your budget at EmbraceMN.com. Check and see if we don't have live stats yet. Still no live stats. My goodness. What's going on here? Well, still no live stats for this matchup here on Court 2. They have them for Court 1, but not for this one, apparently. Interesting. Timeout called there by Rush City. Meanwhile, we got a little bit of an upset in set number 1 over on Court 1 as Wadena Deer Creek beat Southwest Christian Academy 26-24. Again, Southwest Christian came in as the number 1 seed. Wadena Deer Creek got a random draw, so Wadena Deer Creek showing out on court number 1. Again, still no live stats. I'm sure they'll get it figured out by set 2, hopefully. Tied at 17 apiece here in this Class 2A state tournament matchup between Annandale and Rush City. Serve here by Sandquist, and it's just over the net. A low dig there for Ella Ferry. Lining this one up is Bankson. She pushes it across, and it's down for the kill. Getting a hand on it was Sandquist, but not enough, and a kill there for Lydia Bankston to make it 18-17. Get the ball back in here, thanks to one of the officials who rolled us that ball. And now back to serve is going to be McKenna Garr for the Tigers. Serve is up, and it is over. A low dig there, diving dig for Annandale. They managed to get it back, and kill there from Presley Kenning will make it 18-all. Tied back again at 18. Now going back to serve, Emerson Helgett for the Cardinals. Serve is up, and it is long. Little two underneath that serve, and it goes long, and the Tigers lead again, 19-18. Again, it's been a little bit of not at the cleanest sets here for either team. I got to imagine they're playing the nerves out here in this first set, and once we get to the second set, again, I'm pretty sure these two teams will really start to look the way they should. And now this push across is out by the Cardinals. That'll make it 20-18. Rush City late in this first set. Tigers with the 2-point lead on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Serve is up and over this time from Sayadovich. They'll look for the kill. Lob over is dug up by Garr to Sayadovich, who sets. Stream looking for the kill, and she gets it, 21-18. Again, Stream is really going to take over that Bankston role next year, but she's kind of really showed that she can do it this year, as she has come up with some big hits like Bankston can. And we get a timeout here by the Annandale Cardinals. That'll be their second. There'll be no more for them here in the first set. 21-18, the lead there for your Tigers on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, their team believes the results of a remarkable orthodontic experience should last a lifetime. They'll keep your smile transformation where it needs to be with a lifelong retention program at embracemn.com. A timeout here by the Annandale Cardinals. It's their second. They'll be left with none now. Still no live stats, so try and keep you updated on that to see who leads in what categories. So far, nothing doing. Probably some technical difficulties. Everyone has them. We do, and we do. All the best that we can do is just hope that they can get it figured out. And here's the whistle to serve for Cora Sayanovic. It's up and it is over. Dug up by the Cardinals, close to the net. They do get it over. T-Lander with the dig. Sayanovic sets Bankston a little bit too. She kind of mistimed the jump there, and it led to that one being able to be picked up by the Cardinals for a point, 21-19. Bankston just a little early on her jump. Kenning now to serve for the Cardinals. It's over and dug up by the Tigers. They'll set it up for Bankston. She comes back with one there and delivers with the kill to make it 22-19. Lydia Bankston back to serve again for the Tigers. Bankston up and over. It's up. Dug up by Sandquist at the net. Blocked. Pushed back across by Stream. Cardinals have it. Pushed back across. Diving dig by Gar. Ferry. Yeah, I'm wondering. So we got a whistle. I think Ferry knew. So Ferry went into the net, and she knew it. And she had kind of stopped, but the whistle had not blown. It will that time, though. 22-20 is the score and the lead for the Tigers. Jaden Lee checks into the game, a sophomore for Annandale. Her serve is up, and it is over. Gar with the dig. Sayanovic sets for Stream, blocked at the net. Diving dig by Gart, pushed back across by Sayanovic, and we'll get a whistle on Annandale, and it will be a double hit call on the Cardinals to make it 23-20, Rush City. Substitution here on the Cardinals side. And coming in, Sarah Lilhawk for Jaden Lee. And now back to serve for Rush City is Autumn Stream. Stream with the serve. It's over and dug up by the Cardinals. They'll line this one up. Blocked at the net. Dug up by Sayanovic on the far side. Abigail T-Lander with the hit. Kept alive by the Cardinals, and they'll get it pushed back across. Digging that one up is Bankston, setting it up for Sayanovic, and I think an ill-advised whistle. They're going to call an illegal hit here on Rush City, but I don't think that was a correct call. They are respectfully disagree. 23-21. I don't think that was the correct call. T-Lander and company kind of confused. I agree. I don't think that was the correct call, but either way, Cardinals now have it. It's Alex Schuler back to serve. Her serve is up, and it is over. Gar with the dig. Sayanovic sets, and Ferry will come back and look for the kill, and that one's going to be down for the kill. And set point here for the Tigers, 24-21. We got to get the ball back in here. It rolled up into the stands. They get it back in. Now looking to try and end this set for the Tigers. Abigail T-Lander back to serve at set point. Tigers. T-Lander, the serve is up, and it is over. Dug up by the Cardinals. They look for the kill. Off the block by Gar, and Bankston read that one like a book. She was prepared to go after it, but with Gar getting the tip on it, it kind of sent it off in the wrong direction. So Bankston could not catch up to it. Makes it 24-22. And serve here, I believe, by Herms. Sayanovic with the dig and hit back cross by Diedrich. Back across, dug up by Gart, near the net. Sayanovic will hit it back across, back and forth. And this one tapped across. Diving dig by Gar, but it's still down. Makes it 24-23. Gar did a great job just to get her hand just underneath it. But it does get down as her teammates were not able to leap over. And we'll get a timeout here by the Tigers. So the Tigers will call a timeout there with the set point lead on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, 24-23. Still in set number one. The Tigers do lead 24-23 here in the first set of this Class 2A state tournament game. He'll know live stats, apparently. But Tigers, again, looking at this first set, it hasn't been the cleanest of sets for either team. And the Tigers seem to have the advantage. It seems like they do have the advantage. It just seems like it's been a little bit of miscommunication on their side. And Bankston, it seems like she hasn't wanted to give her full go on her big swing. It seems like she's wanted to take something off and leave something behind. And I think that's the right move on some of these, but on others, I think she's got to just let it loose. So now Herms will serve for the Cardinals. Dug up by the Tigers, and the Tigers will win set number 1, 25-23. So they will take the first set, 25-23. And that'll be it for set number 1 as we will move on to the second set with the Tigers leading 1-0 over the Annandale Cardinals. So the Tigers do take that first set over Annandale. 25-23. It was a close one. It was a fun one. Back and forth they went. But the Tigers come out on top. 25-23. They now lead 1-0. So we'll take commercial break. We'll be right back after a word from our fine sponsors. You're listening to State Tournament Volleyball on WCMP.
Buy local. Spend local. Those words mean something to us here in East Central Minnesota and the good parts of Wisconsin. Cool Country WCMP is owned by a Minnesota company, Q Media Group. Yep, we're local too. If you're considering radio or digital advertising, we'd love to help you buy local and spend local. Advertising made for Minnesota, made in Minnesota. Connect with Cool Country to spread your message. Info at q-mediagroup.com.
The holiday season is right around the corner. Share the joy of Wisconsin cheese from Burnett Dairy. They can provide you with cheese gift boxes that are perfect for your employees. So why not show your employees how much you appreciate their hard work and dedication with a gift that they're sure to love? Burnett Dairy Cheese. Order your employees' cheese gift boxes online at shop.burnettdairy.com or give them a call at 715-689-2748 for customer orders, and they can be shipped or picked up at the store.
All right, settle down. Let's call the meeting of people that complain about everything all the time and never do anything about it to order. Any complaints?
Yeah, my heating bill's too high.
Oh, yeah? Well, Bobby just bought an outdoor furnace from Central Boiler, and he eliminated his heating bill.
What about the hot water?
He eliminated that heating bill, too.
What about his shop?
He heats that, too.
I have no more complaints.
I think Central Boiler offers a solution to our complaints.
Save money on your cooling and heating bills. Visit northlandboilersales.com. Your local Central Boiler sales dealer.
Game Day Gilman here. I'm now with the Section 7 AA winning coach of the Rush City Tigers, Coach Thielander. First of all, congratulations on the win.
Oh, thank you. These girls, they earned it. They had quite a season, and it really showed in the end. They came out and played well. Yes.
Just a little snippet of that post-game interview after the section championship for the Tigers, winning Section 7 to get to this state tournament for the second year in a row. And they lead 1-0 over the Annandale Cardinals. Again, they haven't lost a set in over a month, trying to keep that streak going here in the state tournament. Not going to be easy, though. In fact, I kind of predicted that it might not happen. I kind of said that I think that this one could go all 5 just based on how these two teams are matched up. But, and again, I want to see how the Tigers are able to respond. If they do lose a set, I want to see how quickly they can respond and how they respond for the Tigers. But again, they do lead 1-0, so nothing to worry about so far as we are getting set for ready for the second set. That's how English works. On that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with 3 locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. Tigers lead 1-0. Both teams out onto the court. Tigers will serve first in the second set. It's going to be Cora Sayanovic. Team's getting set. See the Bankston trying to keep it light for her team. Now I want to see how well these two teams can do. Obviously that first set, you're kind of playing through nerves being at the state tournament. Now I want to see how these two teams can play. Bankston looking for the kill. Back over the net. Who's going to touch it? It's going to be Tigers point. I'm going to say the Cardinals touched it last. It will be Rush City point. It hits the antenna on top of the net on that far side, and It hits that antenna. That is out of bounds. So Sejatovic will go back to serve again for Rush City. It's up and it is over. Dig there from Schuler and look to hit it across. Blocked at the net, kept alive by T-Lander. And getting that one just across is Ella Ferry after the set by Sejatovic. And Ferry cannot catch up to that one. And that was going to be an Annandale point to make it tied at 1. Again here, Tigers and Cardinals at the XL Energy Center for this Class 2A state tournament. The diving dig there from Bankston on the serve, dug up again by Ferry after it was hit across the net. Now Gar will hit this one across the net, and it's dug up by Herms. I believe that's her name, and I believe that's who it was. I mean, I can't really see the number clearly from here. Awkward angle, but it does go out of bounds on that last hit by Annandale, and it will give the Tigers a 2-1 lead. Serve is up, and it's an ace for Lydia Bankston. That'll make it 3-1 here on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Lydia Bankston will get set to serve, looks over at coach, gets a word. And the serve is up and over. This time it's dug up by Sandquist. And they'll hit it across, and Bankston, she was there. She was in the correct position. I just think it got to her a little bit faster than she expected. She looks over to coach, and one thing that T-Lander does is he lets these seniors play through. He wants them to get through that adversity. And off the serve, it's dug up by the Tigers. Ella Ferry hits it across, dug up by the Cardinals. Now hit back the other way, and it's out of bounds. Hit long by the Cardinals. That'll make it 4-2 favor of Rush City. Serving now for the Tigers is Autumn Stream. Serve is just over the net, dug up by the Cardinals. Back across the court, and Sandquist, the Cardinal libero, hits it across. Bankston with the dig. Looking for the kill is Diedrich. Diedrich will get the kill. Kayla Diedrich gets it down to make it 5-2, Rush City. And I mentioned before, I'll say it again, you're kind of playing through nerves in that first set. Maybe even it bleeds into the second set for both of these teams. But I feel like whichever team can settle in first is really going to start to pull away as Autumn Stream's serve is over. Back across, a dig there for Sejatovic. Then Bankston sets and hit back across by Ella Ferry. Cardinals with the dig. They'll line it up and blocked into the net. T-Lander's there for the block to make it 6-2, Tigers. Stream will serve. A late substitution here for the Cardinals. Sometimes you can't tell which whistle it is. You can't tell if it's the whistle on the other side or the whistle on this side. That's kind of the tricky part about the state tournament, but either way, we're back to action. Cardinals line this one up. Sejatovic did get a hand on it for the dig. Woo! Bankston slides into the netting in between courts, but she's all right. She's able to stay up. But it is a point for Annandale to make it 6-3. Substitution on the side of the Tigers. Gar checks in for Stream. And I can't tell what number that is. That's number 5, I believe. Lil Hogg will serve for Annandale. It's dug up by the Tigers, and T-Lander will hit this one back across. And it's dug up by Annandale. They'll look for the kill, and it's long. That'll go out of bounds and give the Tigers another point, 7-3. Abigail T-Lander will serve for the Tigers. T-Lander giving a quick word to his team before serve is over. And here goes T-Lander, the right-handed serve, just over the net, dug up by the Cardinals. They'll lean it up to the first part of the net, or the front part of the net, rather. And Bankston does a somersault to try and get that one, but she cannot catch up to it, and it's a point for the Cardinals in red and black. Now serving is Alex Schuler. Alex Schuler will go back to serve. Tigers do lead 7-4 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Schuler with the serve. It's up, it's over, dug up by Gar. Sejatovic And here's Ella Ferry off the block. That will keep it alive for the Cardinals. They'll get it set up. A light tap over. Sejadovic with the dig to Bankston now. And Bankston will have Ferry hit it across. And that one's dug up by Kenning on the other side. Looking for the kill. And through the block. Sejadovic and Diedrich were there. But unable to keep that one on the other side. And it's 7-5 now. Tigers still with the lead. Serve is over. 2 Tigers go after it, and again, it's the communication. You like the aggressiveness by both, but just the communication part just wasn't there, and you have to have that communication out there, specifically in the state tournament. You cannot have 2 players go after it because that's what it leads to. So that'll be something that Coach Thielander will tell his girls about and just let them know, hey, we got to be talking out there. Serve is over this time. Gar clearly states she's got it. And now Ferry will look to come back for a kill. Dig goes back across the net for the Tigers and pushed back across by Sejadovic. Racing after it are the Cardinals, and they do keep it alive. That's quite the hustle play by Annandale. They'll set it back up again for Ferry. This time, Ella Ferry will get the kill. Ella Ferry after a wild point there. Great effort by the Cardinals, diving each and every way to get that one. They somehow reach it back over the net, but then Ella Ferry got her second chance and did not let it slip by. Ella Ferry will serve now for the Tigers. It's dug up there by Kenning, and they'll push it back across the net. Bankston there for the dig to Sejadovic. Bankston, light tap cross, back across though. Hit by Annandale. Sejadovic, and now Diedrich will hit it back over. Diving dig by Annandale. They'll keep it back over. Point there for Annandale. I think what they were taught, you can't call a double hit on Rush City. They didn't even get to it. They call a double hit, but I think what it was more is that it hit on that sideline. Again, all it needs to grab is a piece of that white line, and it is in, and that's what it did there. 8-7, and the serve is into the net. Both teams have had their fair of serve errors. And the most recent one will give Rush City a 9-7 lead. Now Gar with the serve. It's up and it's over. Dug up by Sandquist, and this one's near the net. Gar with a diving dig. Stream keeps it alive. Bankston pushed through a couple of hands. Back across off the dig. Diving dig by Gar. Oh, they're going to say it hit the court. And that one will make it a 9-8 lead for the Tigers. Sandquist will serve. It's up and over. Dug up by Thielander, Bankston, and now Ferry will push it across. Dug up by the Cardinals. They'll look for the kill. It gets the friendly roll off the net. What a great effort there by Ferry, and Gar will get it back across. Push back across. Ferry's right there, ready for it. Sejadovic, and now lining it up is Stream. They're going to say that Tigers got into the net. I don't know. That was a bad look for me. I couldn't really tell. So in this one, we're tied at 9. We finally got some live stats now. It's tied at 9 here on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. Push back across. Ooh, how did that one not get in? That one was apparently just out. And that will give Annandale their first lead of the match. 10-9 is the Cardinal lead now on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. Their doctors are committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. Find out more at embracemn.com. They'll also leave you with a smile and embrace forever. Serve error there by Annandale, and that will make it even at 10 again. Sandquist with the serve error, and now it's Sejadovic with the serve. It's over and dug up there by Schuler. Back across, Gar with the dig. Sejadovic sets. Stream looks for the kill off the block. It's down for the kill from Autumn Stream. Sometimes you hit it hard enough, it goes off of the correct hand and gets down for the kill like it did there for Autumn Stream. It's 11-10. Sejadovic serve is over. Dug up there by Herms and hit back across through the block. A diving dig by Sejadovic, but it's not enough. It got through a couple of hands of the Tigers, and Sejadovic with the diving dig, but no one else was home for the Tigers, and that'll tie us at 11. Helget will go back to serve now for Annandale, and that one's into the net. Another service error here by the Cardinals. Both teams have had their fair share of those service errors. And now Lydia Bankston will get set to serve for the Tigers. She gets it off the net. It gets the friendly roll, though, that time, and it gets over. Make it 13-11. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and Bankston did there. Bankston will look to get this serve clean over the net. She does. Cardinals with the dig. And just light tap across, and Stream had the opportunity to keep that one alive off the block, but just mistimed the jump ever so slightly, and that leads to an Annandale point, 13-12. Going back to serve is Jaden Lee now for the Cardinals. 13-12, Tigers with the lead. It's over, dug up by Gar to Sejanovic. Ferry now looks for the kill, off a block, off another. Kept alive and hit back across. Bankston there for the dig. And Stream will look for the kill. That's down on the back line. Make it 14-12. Couple substitutions here. And looking at some individual stats here for the Tigers. Leading in the kill category is Autumn Stream with 5. 14-12. Autumn Stream with the serve, by the way. Kenning gets the dig. They'll line this one up, pushed. And Bankston can't get the dig off of this Sejanovic, or set off this Sejanovic dig. And that'll be 14-13 now. These two teams have been back and forth. It's been a really close matchup between the two teams. Yes, kind of like I expected. Tigers still hold that 14-13 lead. Serve now is over. Gar with the dig. That one's near the net. Sejanovic keeps it in play, and Ella Ferry. A miss hit there into the net. That'll tie us at 14. Kills are even for each side, and we're tied at 14, as I mentioned. Diving dig by Bankston will push this one back across the net. And the Cardinals will have to get it off the block into the net. Cardinals keep it alive. Gar with the dig now. And Diedrich will lob this one back. It's dug up by the Cardinals. And we're going to get a whistle out here on Annandale. And that'll make it 15-14. We'll go to the live stats to see what that one is. And it's an attack error on the Cardinals. 15-14, Tigers with the lead. It's Abigail Thielander with the serve over the net. Dug up there by Kenning. They'll just tap it across. Oh, again, you got about 4 different Tiger players who were going to dive after it, and none of them complete it. So that one winds up falling right in between 4 of them, and that's the communication piece that we talk about. It's been an issue. I don't want to say an issue because it really hasn't been an issue, but it's been a point of interest, I should say, for the Tigers to try and fix, and it certainly will be going forward as Ella Ferry got it where she wanted it, but it will be out on that far side. And Annandale now has a 16-15 lead over your Rush City Tigers. Serve is over. Thielander there. Sejanovic. Diedrich off the block, and it's down. Annandale with their first multi-point lead. Makes it 17-15. Thielander looks like he's going to take his first timeout of the set. It'll be the first altogether. So 17-15 lead here for the Cardinals on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, your customized smile journey starts with a free consultation. The team at Embrace Orthodontics wants to make your journey as seamless and convenient as possible with custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. Find out more at embracemn.com. Hitting percent heavily favoring the Cardinals right now at about 20. Only about 10% for the Tigers. Both have 2 aces, but serve errors is heavily favoring the Tigers. They only have 1 to the Annandale 8. That is what helped give the Tigers a 25-23 set victory in that first one, but now they trail 17-15 going through the middle part of this second set. Kind of cool with these live stats. It even tells you a timeout, who called the most recent timeout. So if you're not able to listen or watch, you're able to keep up with at least the stats. Serving now, I believe, is Alex Schuler for the Cardinals. Her serve is up, and it is over. Dug up by Thielander. And Ferry will look for the kill. It's down. Ella Ferry will grab the kill for Rush City, and they'll pull back within one. That'll make it 17-16. Ferry delivers. It's over and dug up by the Cardinals. Back across the net. Bankston will get that one for the kill. That'll tie us at 17. Cardinals got the dig, and that dig went right to the middle of the net, and Bankston was ready for that one. And she pushes it down for the kill. We're tied at 17. Ferry, another serve. It's over. Dug up by the Cardinals, and they do push it across. Gar with the dig. Siatovich sets. Bankston off of a dig of the Cardinals. Gets the kill to make it 18-17. Thielander cheering on his team, his seniors. Again, we heard in that conversation with him after the section championship win, how he just trusts these seniors, and he trusts even the younger ladies as well, to just kind of feed off the seniors and build off them as well. It's a group in which he trusts a lot, and he continues to trust the seniors. He trusted them last year. He trusts them again this year. And wow, what a journey it has been these last two seasons for this Rush City squad. Meanwhile, we do have a timeout here by Annandale. It'll be there first. So both teams will be left with one after this timeout is over. Tigers do lead the Cardinals 18-17 in this second set. They won the first 25-23 and lead one set to none right now. Again, over on the west side of the XL Energy Center, we've got Wadena Deer Creek taking on the number 1 seed Southwest Christian Academy. Seems to be a good one over there. I know Wadena Deer Creek kind of upset them, or Southwest Christian Academy, in that first set, winning at 26-24. In this one, Tigers lead one set to none and lead 18-17 in the second. Ella Ferry gets ready, and she delivers the serve. Cardinals get it over near the scorer's table, but they manage to get it back into play. It's over, dug up by Thielander, Siatovich, and Bankston looks for the kill, and she does get it. Makes it 19-17. It was a little bit of a tough dig there for the Cardinals on the run. And it gets down for a Tiger kill. Serve over is again by Ferry, dug up by the Cardinals off a block. That'll keep it alive for Gar. Siatovich will push it back across the net. Oh, and Siatovich did not realize where it was. She pushed it back on the second hit and thought it was still on the Annandale side, but she didn't realize they had pushed it across right behind her. That's a tough one for anyone to kind of get and realize where it's at. I believe that now Carly Herms back to serve for Annandale. Serve is over, dug up by Ferry. Siatovich pushes it over for Bankston, and Bankston will get the kill. That'll make it 20-18 after the Bankston kill. And now serving for the Tigers will be McKenna Gar. Her serve is over. Dug up by Sandquist. It goes backwards, but Sandquist does manage to get it over. Gar with the dig, and Autumn Stream will look for the kill, and she gets the kill. Make it 21-18. A beautiful hit there by Stream. Grab the kill for the Tigers, who now lead 21-18 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. We'll get the ball back out of the bleachers, or I should say seats rather. They're not so much bleachers here. They're seats, and we'll get the second timeout called here by Annandale as that ball is returned into play. 21-18 is the lead for the Rush City Tigers on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. They'll do all the insurance heavy lifting for you, and if you don't have insurance, ask about financing options. They'll find a plan to fit your budget at EmbraceMN.com. 21-18, Tigers lead after the Annandale timeout. On stream with the most recent kill there for the Tigers, and she leads the team in kills with 9. Ella Ferry and Stream, or excuse me, Bankston leads the team with 9, and then it's Ella Ferry and Stream both with 5. That is how that looks. Again, service errors. The Cardinals lead. That's not a stat you want to lead in, though, with 8. 1 for the Tigers. Hitting percent has gone up for the Tigers to 16, from 10% to 16. That's good news, but Cardinals sitting at 20%. That's really good. Attack errors, though, favors the Tigers, not one you want to lead in, with 15. 21-18 back out of the timeout. McKenna Gar with the serve, dug up by Sandquist, and that's going to get down for an ace. 22-18. Sandquist just couldn't quite decide how she wanted to get that one, but it's an ace for McKenna Gar. 22-18. Gar with the serve over once again. This one's towards the net, and it's pushed out of bounds by the Cardinals. That'll make it 23-18. McKenna Gar will ready the serve. Get a substitution here on the side of the Cardinals. And there's the whistle for the okay to serve. Gar, serve, over. Dug up by Kenning, and they'll hit it across. And we get a whistle here and a double hit on the Cardinals, and that'll make it set point for Rush City. Eric Thielander, the head coach for the Tigers, you can tell he's excited over there, but he knows that they've still got business to attend to. And that's one thing with this Tiger squad. Bankston, kind of that emotional leader. She really keeps it light, but with this entire team, the Tigers, they know that they got to keep it business. 24-18, Cardinals with the dig. It goes backward. They keep it in play. This one's back over the net. Dug up by Gar. They lead set point, trying to finish it off here. Bankston, not on that one. Back across. Dug up by the Tigers, and that one's out. It's going to make it 24-19. It is still set point for Rush City at 24-19. Now back to serve is Jaden Sandquist, a senior for Annandale. She will drill the ball, and here's the serve. It's over, dug up by Ferry. Sajatovic races after it. Bankston looks to deliver. It's down for the kill, and the Tigers take set two, 25-19. So the Tigers now lead 2-0 over the Annandale Cardinals, and the Tigers will head on to the third set, leading 2-0. Tigers in a good spot here, but they will have that third set to worry about, and I'm sure Annandale will be ready to go in the third. We'll take a commercial break. When we come back, we'll be ready for the third set here as you're listening to State Tournament Volleyball on 106.5 FM, AM 1350. WCMP.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer. That signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Want to make some extra money this holiday season? Then join Burnett Dairy Cooperative's Cheese Store Holiday Crew. They're looking for temporary employees to assist with gift box orders from October 1st through January 6th. This position is scheduled Sunday through Thursday from 12 to 8 p.m. with an hourly rate of $14 per hour and an end-of-the-season retention bonus. Call 715-689-2170 or apply online at burnettdairy.com and click on Careers.
With Bad Boy's patented Easy Ride and Gen 2 independent suspension, heavy-duty American-made steel construction, and legendary muscle, there's no mower that brings more comfort, durability, power, and value to mowing pros and homeowners than a Bad Boy mower. Mow with an attitude. It's the driving force behind every mower we build in the good old USA. Our promise to lead the industry in innovation and performance. Available only at Stan's Equipment Center in Pine City. Mow with an attitude.
A duo that is perfect together. That's Dale's Heating and Appliance and Lennox. Dale's is your local Lennox dealer that's committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. With a wide assortment of options, Dale's will ensure your home's air is top quality. Call Dale's today or visit them at dalesheatingandappliance.com and ask how you can save on your next AC unit. Lennox and Dale's, the perfect duo. Dealer number E06356.
Back on 106.5 FM, that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard shows the Tigers leading 2-0. The team over there believes the result of a remarkable orthodontic experience should last a lifetime. They'll keep your smile transformation where it needs to be with a lifelong retention program at EmbraceMN.com. Tigers lead 2-0 over the Annandale Cardinals. And we are just about ready to begin the third set here at the XL Energy Center, the home for this state volleyball tournament and Class 2A. Tigers lead 2-0 as we ready for this third set. Thanks to all of you who tuned in here this afternoon for the Tigers State Tournament volleyball game on this channel. Appreciate that. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks to all the fine sponsors who sponsored this one. We appreciate them. Of course, if it weren't for them, we wouldn't be able to come out here and broadcast any of these games, so appreciate all the fine sponsors. And Sandquist that is Helget who will serve to begin the third set for the Cardinals. Tigers reeling here on to begin the set, but they do keep it alive, but we're going to get a whistle, and did not see what the call was, but it is on the Tigers, so Tigers trail 1-0. I didn't really see what that one was. I thought it was clean by the Tigers, but apparently not. Helget will serve again. It's over, dug up by Ferry to Gar now, and Bankston, she wants to come back with a kill. She does, and ties it at 1. Korosejanovic will go back to serve for the Tigers. Serve is up and into the net. And I can't imagine all the distractions a team faces when you've got whistles coming from the other side, you've got cheers coming from the other side. Sometimes it's hard to tell which is which, if it's a whistle for you, a whistle for them. So a lot of distractions here at the state tournament, but give credit to these teams. They're both keeping their heads in it. Jaden Lee will now serve for the Cardinals. Gar with the dig, and that sets it up for Thielander with the kill. Cardinals got a piece of it, but Thielander delivers to tie it back at 2. It's Lydia Bankston who goes back to serve now for the Tigers. One of the many seniors on this Rush City squad. Her serve is up, and it is, just long. Almost got the Cardinals to get that one, but that one goes just long. And something that you want to look at here for the Tigers is, I think the biggest thing is communication. Communication has to be open. You have to be talking constantly here in this third set if you're the Tigers, and also try to eliminate any mistakes. Obviously, mistakes are going to happen. That's part of it. But you want to eliminate as many of those as you can. Tigers will look to set this one up. It's Thielander. Oh, she touched it. Annandale definitely touched it, and oh my goodness. Thielander looks at his team, says, hey, that's all right. We got to move past it now. She definitely touched it. She had a fingertip on it. There's, no doubt about it. Well, the Annandale Cardinals will get a free one there. Tigers will look to come back with one, and they do. And a kill there from the Tigers to make it 4-3. And it's Autumn Stream? Maybe not. I don't know. I think it was Autumn Stream. Serving now is Autumn Stream. It's 4-3. Serve is over, dug up by the Cardinals. Hit back across, Stream with the dig. Nearly into the net are the Tigers, but Abigail Thielander will get it back across. Push back across, dug up by Stream, push back across by Sejanovic. Cardinals still have it, Helget, and she'll line it up. And that is out. That'll tie us back at 4. And I know I talk about, that should have been in, and that was definitely out, but that's just my opinion. That's me talking. I'm not talking bad about the referees. They do their job. They've got a tough job. They can't be 100%. Oh, how do you get a whistle on a hit by them? So we get a whistle on the Tigers on a hit by Annandale. I don't understand that one. But I also don't 100% know the ins and outs of volleyball completely. So serve is over by Annandale. It's dug up by Gar on the side of the Tigers. Ella Ferry will line this one up, and it's down for the kill. And we're tied back at 5. On that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard, their doctors are committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. Of course, they have 3 locations, Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. And now it's Abigail Thielander back to serve. Back and forth so far here in the third set. Serve is over, dug up by Sandquist, and they'll push it across, but Bankston is right there for the dig. Sejanovic and Diedrich will look to line it up. And this one's at the net, dug up by the Tigers, and looking for the kill is Ferry, but it goes just a tad long. And that'll make it 6-5 Cardinals. Avery Seagraves, maybe not. She was back there. Instead, it will be Carly Herms. Serve is into the net. Another service error here for the Cardinals. And that's a lot. That is a lot on the evening for the Annandale Cardinals. Meanwhile, your Tigers will serve. It's Ella Ferry. Her serve is over and dug up, hit back across the other way. Bankston yet again, a mistimed jump that time. And unfortunately, that's going to make it a 7-6 lead. So serve back across by Annandale. And Bankston will come back with a kill that time. She says, you know what, let me make up for that last one. I apologize that here. Swatted that one down for the kill. That'll tie us back at 7. Back and forth we go here in this third set. And Gar with the serve. It's up, it's over. Dug up by Annandale. They'll push it across the way. Look for the kill. And T-Lander there, but unable to catch up with that one. And we'll continue to go back and forth as Annandale has an 8-7 lead. They'll get a substitution on the Cardinal side. Back there to serve is Emerson Helgett. Her serve is over. Dug up by Gar. Zadovich sets Bankston off the block by Annandale. A sliding dig and then push back across Bankston. A sliding dig for her. Autumn Stream will get it back across the net. Helgett, and that one is back over. Dug up by Sajatovic to Gar. And that's lined up for Bankston. Blocked at the net, kept alive for Annandale. And they'll hit it back across. Dug up by Ferry. Sajatovic again. Bankston, this one is down. Finally, Bankston gets the kill. She squared that one up and delivered. And we'll be tied at 8. Did we lose the ball again? I think it went under the table. Yeah, we'll get a new one in anyways. They're looking for the ball, but we got a ball back delivered to Sajatovic. Serve is up. It's over. Dug up by the Cardinals. They'll look for the kill, but it's dug up by Ella Ferry. Sajatovic. That one does get over the net. Ferry again off the Cardinal hit. Sajatovic sets. Autumn Stream, but it's blocked at the net. And Stream hit right into a perfect block by the Cardinals. I mean, that was a perfectly set up block by the Cardinals. And if you're Stream, you've got to figure out a way to get around that because there's no hitting into and through that one. You've got to hit around in that situation. The serve here from Jaden Lee is dug up by the Tigers. And Abigail T-Lander will look for the kill. She gets it. T-Lander delivers with a kill of her own to tie it at 9. T-Lander is going to be a force to be reckoned with by the time she gets to her senior year. She is consistently getting better and better and better each and every game. And to be a freshman and starting on a varsity squad in the state tournament, that speaks to how good she is. A diving dig there from Gar, pushed back across by the Tigers. What a dig. And they'll line it up again. Dig there by Sajatovic on the far side, but it goes out of bounds. I thought the Tigers after that one got some momentum and were able to get back, but not the case that time, as now Sarah Lilhog will get ready to serve for Annandale. It's 10-9. Annandale with the lead. Lilhog with the serve, it's over, dug up by Gar, and looking for the kill that time. Left that one hanging a little bit too much. Did Stream, and then this one is dug up by Sajatovic. Gar, and delivering it to Ferry. And Ferry again, a little over top of that one. Hits it into the net. She had a couple mistakes like that here this afternoon. Want to correct that as quickly as possible. Lilhog will get set to serve as Annandale leads 11-9. It's over, dug up by the Tigers, and then the kill attempt there from Stream, but the Cardinals do manage to get it back across the net. This one near the net, and Stream will deliver with a kill that time. Make it 11-10. Tigers trail. They lead 2-0, but trail by 1 here in set number 3. Get a quick substitution on Annandale's side, and now back to serve is Autumn Stream. and a junior for the Tigers, so she'll be back next year. Her serve is over, dug up by Sandquist. They're reeling a little bit, but Sandquist will get this one back across the net. It's Stream with the dig, and Bankston hits it into the net. Right now, the Tigers just don't seem in their normal rhythm. They seem to be out of sorts just a little bit. It seems like they're, really what it seems like is it seems like they're overthinking it a little bit. It seems like they're just overthinking it a little bit. So, Tigers just need to get back to it and just play volleyball. Remember, at the end of the day, they got to remember it's just volleyball. And you just got to remember to just play your game. Back and forth here between the two teams. Rush City does push it back across the net, trailing 12-10. Off the hit, it's dug up by Sayadovich, and Ferry will look for the kill as that one goes long. Mistakes here on the last couple points by the Tigers has given Annandale their largest lead of the match of 3, 13-10. I believe that's Alex Schuler back to serve now for Annandale. Serve is up and over, dug up by Gar. Front of net to Sayadovich, and T-Lander off the block. Annandale keeps it alive. And now Diedrich will look to tap this one across. It's in! Kayla Diedrich, a beautiful spot for that one. Great accuracy as well with that hit. Gets it in on the far sideline. And Abigail T-Lander is back to serve now for the Tigers, who trail 13-11. On that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, Embrace Orthodontics will leave you with a smile you'll embrace forever. Find out more at their website, embracemn.com. And hit into the net there. Big mistake by Ella Unzicker. She hits it into the net, and that brings Tigers back within 1. Bunch of white on that far side across from me for the Tiger faithful. T-Lander, another serve. This one's going to go long, and those are the mistakes you can't have right now if you're the Tigers. You can't have the service errors like that. Those are the mistakes you really want to avoid if you're Rush City, because you're in a good spot to end this after 3. Julia Bishop will now serve, a junior for Annandale. It's over, dug up by Gar. And Ferry will look for the kill off the block, kept alive by Annandale. And Diedrich was there for the block, but as she went up for the block, she came down and the ball was coming down with her, and she hit it right to the court. And a timeout will be called here by the Tigers, who trail by 3, 15-12 here in the third set. A timeout called, 15-12. Tigers trail. And it's 15-12. Looking at it, service errors all of a sudden. It's 9-4, but coming into this third set, the Tigers only had 1. Now they have 3 more. They do have 3 aces on the match, but the hitting percentage has gone down for each team, but for Rush City, it's gone back down under that 15% mark to 12. And we've seen it when they were up near that 20% mark at about 17. They were really thriving, and they really need to get back to that. They really need to get that percentage up again. Excuse me, but it's the attack errors that really have bothered the Tigers here in this third set. Not just in this third set, but total in the match, they have 24 to the Annandale 10, and that's how Annandale now leads here in this third set. So if I'm the Tigers right now, I'm just saying, hey, breathe. It's volleyball. Just play your game. Just play the game you've loved, and then we'll get back into it. And nice block there by Kayla Diedrich. That will help and get momentum going. 15-13. That was a big block by Diedrich. Diedrich, key part of this team. She brings some height to her. 6'1". Ella Ferry back to serve for the Tigers, who now trail by 2. Serve does hit the net, but it does get over. Sandquist with the dig, and this one is long. That one goes long on the hit by Annandale. It's 15-14. You just feel like if the Tigers are able to get a point back here and tie it up, that they'll have some momentum going their way and they'll be able to kind of take over, hopefully. That's what we're hoping for. Ferry with the serve. It's over, dug up by Sandquist. Push back across the net, and it's down. And the Tigers right now they're just early. That's what it is. They are early on their jumps, on their hits. They're just early right now, and again, I think it's because they're thinking too much. They just got to settle down, get back to the game of volleyball. Sandquist will serve. It's over, dug up by T-Lander. And Bankston lines this one up, and it is down. My goodness gracious, she destroyed that ball. Lydia Bankston delivers. 16-15. Bankston now has 14 kills here in the match. They trail by 1. Gar with the serve. It's over. Dug up by the Cardinals. They'll get it to the front of the net. They look for the kill. Diving dig by Gar. Set by Sayatovich. Bankston off the block. It's down for the kill. Tied at 16 apiece. And again, I mentioned it. You just feel like if the Tigers can tie it, they might take over. And we're close to that here. Tied at 16. McKenna Gar will serve. And it's over. Dug up by the Annandale Cardinals. They had 2 there trying to get the dig. They got that one long. You had 2 different flaggers saying 2 different things. You had the one on the near side, on the Tiger side, saying out, and then the one on the far side saying in. And I think they will go with the near side on that one. It's 17-16 now. Tigers with the lead. Timeout called here by Annandale on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. Tigers lead 17-16 in the third set. They lead 2-0. Your customized smile journey starts with a free consultation. The team at Embrace wants to make your journey as seamless and convenient as possible with custom braces or Invisalign clear aligners. Find out more at EmbraceMN.com. That's EMBRACEMN.com. Tigers lead 2-0. Lead over Annandale 17-16. This probably the closest match they've had in some time, as they won the first set 25-23 and the second set 25-19, but this one has been back and forth, and I mean neither team giving an inch here in this third set, but the Tigers do lead. They retake that lead. They held the lead early, but Annandale really took over quickly, and they led by the most 3 here in the third, but after the Rush City timeout, the Tigers came out with some momentum and have since taken the lead again. That one is over, dug up by the Cardinals. Pushed back across, Gar with the dig. Bankston delivers to make it 18-16. Again, if you're Annandale, you don't want to let Bankston do that. She is one of the best in the state at delivering on those big hits that she is able to square up like that. And the really good thing about her, she's able to, as she jumps, she's able to determine where she needs to go in the air. She's able to determine kind of where she needs to go with the hit while she's in the air. It's just it's a lot to try and do if you're any player. And that one is across the net, but it's hit underneath it by the Cardinals, and now the Tigers have a 19-16 lead. Gar serve over. Low dig there for the Cardinals. They do manage to get it dug up, blocked, and it goes out of bounds. Good block there by the Tigers, but it goes out of bounds, so you got to kind of set yourself up a little bit facing more inward. Good hit, though, and now it is Helget to serve for Annandale. It's up, it's over, dug up, pushed back across the net by the Tigers, and pushed over, dug up by T-Lander, Sayatovich, and lining this one up is Bankston. A whistle there on Annandale. Not real sure of what that was. It's 20-17. Looks like we get a block error by Thompson, they call it. So it's 20-17, Rush City. Annandale has it off the serve. Blocked at the net by Bankston. And it's 21-17. Bankston, what a block by her. Use those fingertips just to tap it on down. 21-17. And it's Cora Sayatovich back to serve for the Tigers. Sayatovich serve over, dug up by 2 Cardinals. They managed to keep it alive. Push back across, and beautiful spot that time as it does get down to make it 21-18. This third set far from over. And we get a whistle, get a substitution here on the Cardinal side. But this one far from over, 21-18. Tigers with the lead on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. They'll do all the insurance heavy lifting for you. If you don't have insurance, ask about financing options. They'll find a plan to fit your budget at EmbraceMN.com. Bankston delivers on the far side with the kill. 22-18. Jaden Lee with the serve for Annandale, and Bankston yet another kill. And speaking of, she'll go back to serve. 18 kills now for Lydia Bankston, leading both sides, believe it or not, in kills. Serve is over, and it's dug up by Annandale. They have it near the front of the net, but hit it into the net. That error there, and now it's 23-18. Timeout called here by Annandale. Tigers lead 23-18 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Tigers trying to make it 3 straight here. Get out of here early again. Win or lose in this one. They will play again tomorrow at 5. If they win, they'll play on court 1. If they lose, they'll play on court 2 in the consolation round. They'll play against the, well, I guess it depends. If they win, they'll play against the winner of Southwest Christian and Wadena Deer Creek. But if they lose, they'll play against the loser. So still have to be determined here in this one. Tigers do lead 23-18 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. I want to give a huge shout out to all the fine sponsors who sponsored this and every other broadcast that we do. Of course, I want to thank all of you for tuning in. Thanks so much. Appreciate that. Of course, don't forget tonight over on 95.5 FM KBEK, we'll have state tournament football action coming your way over on KBEK 95.5 FM. That'll be the North Branch Vikings taking on Benilde St. Margaret, the Red Knights over at Monticello High School. Kickoff for that one is at 7 p.m. on 95.5 FM. I'll be calling that one, so be sure to tune in. But right now, your Tigers lead 23-18. Lydia Bankston back to serve. It is over. Dug up by Sandquist. Cardinals have it, and they'll get it back over the net. Bankston with the dig. Sajatovic sets. Stream will look for the kill. It's blocked at the net, but it falls on the side of the Cardinals. Match point here for the Tigers. Tigers have it. Match point 24-18. Bankston with the serve over. Push back across by Annandale. Dug up by Sajatovic. Gar and Ferry will look to end it. Kept alive by the Cardinals. It's out, and the Tigers have won it 3-0. They beat them here in the third set, 25-18. The Tigers will move on and play tomorrow at 5 p.m. on court number 1 against the winner of Southwest Christian and Wadena Deer Creek. Your Rush City Tigers win here over Annandale 3-0, and they will move on and play tomorrow against the winner of Southwest Christian and Wadena Deer Creek. So the Tigers get the victory. And the Tigers now look to tomorrow, and we'll see who they face, whether it will be Wadena Deer Creek or Southwest Christian. We'll take a commercial break. We'll be right back. You're listening to State Tournament Volleyball here on WCMP.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
Wellia Health is here to keep you feeling your best so you can enjoy all the things you love best. You can count on us for your eye exams, mental health services, rehabilitation, wellness exams, urgent care, and much more. At Wellia Health, our goal is to help you live life well. Let Wellia Health help you get back to your best. Give us a call today to set up an appointment. 320-679-1313. WelliaHealth.org.
The Tigers still have yet to lose a set here in the last month and change as they beat Annandale 3-0. They win that first set 25-23, the second 25-19, and the third 25-18. So the Tigers are moving on. They'll stay in the winners part of the bracket, and they'll play again at 5 p.m. tomorrow right back here at the XL Energy Center against the winner of Southwest Christian and Wadena Deer Creek. The Tigers get the victory here in this one over Annandale. Lydia Bankston led the team with 18 kills, Autumn Stream with 10, and then Ella Ferry with 7. They had 4 service errors, 3 aces, 43 assists. Their hitting percentage went back up, and that's what we talked about. It went to that 20 mark, around that 20 mark, 18.7%. 123 total attacks, 24 attack errors, which got to clean up, 47 kills, and 53 points. So the Tigers moving on to tomorrow, and they will play the winner of Southwest Christian and Wadena Deer Creek. They're in the 4th set right now. Wadena Deer Creek trails 2-1, and they trail in that 4th set 18-11. So it looks like Southwest Christian will be who the Tigers will face. Either way, we'll be back here tomorrow night for that game. You can bet we'll be back as the Tigers beat Annandale 3-0 on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. The team at Embrace believes the result of a remarkable orthodontic experience should last a lifetime. They'll keep your smile transformation where it needs to be with a lifelong retention program at EmbraceMN.com. Tigers are moving on to tomorrow. They'll play on court number 1 against the winner of Wadena Deer Creek and Southwest Christian on this very station, 106.5 FM, AM 1350 at 5 p.m. Tune back in for that one. Again, the Tigers will be moving on to tomorrow at 5 p.m. on court number 1. I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget, if you're watching this on our YouTube, or listening, I should say, be sure to like and subscribe, and that way you'll be notified anytime that we go live with a local sporting event. So be sure to be subscribed. That way you can get that notification. Just click on it, and it'll take you right to the YouTube and our audio only. Of course, stay tuned to the morning shows, KBK and WCMP, for your local sports, as well as regional and national sports on both 100.9 and 95.5 FM. 7:30, 7:45, 8:30, 8:45. That's when you can catch those local sports, and we'll talk some national and regional as well. Also, stay tuned to our websites, WCMPradio.com, KBK.com, and our Twitter at WCMP Radio. Of course, our websites as well. Tigers get the victory over the Annandale Cardinals, 3-0. They'll face, more than likely, Southwest Christian on court number 1 back here at the XL Energy Center tomorrow at 5 p.m. I'll be back out here for that one. Thanks so much to all the fine sponsors. Thanks so much for everyone who tuned in. I appreciate that. And again, don't forget to stay tuned to this very station tomorrow night at 5. We'll call this game for Rush City once again at the XL Energy Center. But for WCMP, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget, tonight over on 95.5 FM KBK, it's the North Branch Vikings taking on Benilde St. Margaret's in their state tournament game over at Monticello, which kicks off at 7. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks to all the fine sponsors. Remember to be kind to everyone. Never know what someone is going through. Your kindness can truly make their day. And remember, it's free. It doesn't cost anything to be kind. It is free. One more time, the final here from the XL Energy Center. Tigers beat the Annandale Cardinals 3-0. They'll play tomorrow night at 5 p.m. against the winner of Southwest Christian and Wadena Deer Creek. For WCMP, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Have a fantastic rest of your night.